电影是我生命中很重要的一部分，它能给我带来快乐，也能给观众带来快乐。只要我抬得动机器，我一定要把我的这个公益电影进行到底，哪怕只有一个观众，我都要继续坚持放。
Screening movies for people living in mountainous villages. That's what Yang Mingjin has long been dedicated to. For the volunteer projectionist from Nujiang in southwest China's Yunnan, his obsession with motion pictures dates back to childhood.
小的时候了嘛，那看电影，你说是。
When I was little, we needed to trample over mountains for a movie played by certain families who charged 50 cents. Then I thought it would be great if I could send movies to where they are needed free of charge in future.
我能够把这个电影做成一种公益。
Sitting on the border with Myanmar, Nujiang is home to several unique ethnic groups, such as the Lisu people. Its remoteness has made it one of China's poorest regions. Yang started voluntary screenings in 1998. He said it came as a big challenge at the beginning.
It is impossible to drive cars on the narrow, unsurfaced roads like this, and equipment has to be carried by manpower or even horse. In places with wider roads, I'd drive a motorcycle.
Over the past 2 decades, Yang has toured numerous villages and screened thousands of movies out in the open. He says he feels a great sense of fulfillment from it. On one occasion, an elderly man who couldn't understand Mandarin said to Yang if only he could screen movies in their Lisu language.
我认真地研究了3个月。
Hearing this, I spent 3 months managing to adapt a projector. When I returned to the village, he was very happy and said I was so nice. It is these moments that make me feel my efforts are worthwhile.
那天晚上了嘛。
Harsh natural conditions are just part of the challenge. To carry on with his passion, Yang later set up another tire store.
当时我就想一人吃饱全家不饿。
In the past, I only needed to think of myself. But after getting married, I had to get a stable source of income to support my family. So I opened this store.
咬着牙齿的开了这个轮胎店。
In 2018, the movie aficionado encountered the biggest setback of his life. A gas explosion seriously wounded his wife and took the life of his youngest daughter. But the tragedy didn't stop him. And his devotion goes far beyond film screening. He collects old-fashioned projectors and film strips, which are currently exhibited in a government-sponsored venue.
胶片真的，我说你下一步还有个想法，也是。
Next, I want to set up an experience hall where visitors will be able to learn how to play a traditional film under our guidance. This is one of my biggest wishes.
观看了以后。
Today, the whole region has been lifted out of extreme poverty, and locals now have more options for entertainment. But Yang believes the open-air cinema will always play a special role, especially for the left-behind children and the elderly.
I will keep screening films until I'm unable to carry the machines. As long as I have one viewer, I will serve him or her well.
就是有一个观众在那点看起来，我都要放给他看。
Yang Mingjin, CGTN, Yunnan Province.